Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to We're Not Worthy Reviews.
Hey, what up? We're back.
I am JYD, and with me, as always, is my cousin, Andrew Medina.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
Wait,
What
wait,
movies are we talking
wait.
about today?
What about me?
Did you guys see the Oscars last week?
Did you hear something?
First of all,
No. What
first
is
of
that?
all,
I think there's a distortion in the
you
mic.
had
Yeah,
me
something
rush
like that.
over here to record an episode of a podcast that isn't even mine.
Do we know you?
Oh, hey. What's up?
Oh man.
Do you
Oh,
like
shit.
movies
So,
too?
so I mean, I guess
Do we have a special guest, Andrew, that we didn't know about?
no.
Oh, man.
First of all, we do not have a special guest. I have a special guest, and his name is Andrew. And apparently, he has a curfew because Junkyard was nagging me on the phone, like the overly obsessive girlfriend. Where are you at? Are you on your way? Where are you at now? How long is it gonna take you to get here?
He was worried about you.
He's like, oh, we have a guest. Hurry up. I'm like, I know. Your guest is a grown man. Like, I'm pretty sure his mom's not outside waiting for him.
But maybe she is. You don't know that.
I know that she's not.
Crystal? Yeah, she's at home.
Anyway,
Oh, man. So we got a super special episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, if you guys ever watch, what is it, that, like Legends of Tomorrow, that DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then
they have the crossover episodes?
or Supergirl, and they got that crossover episode. I
Man,
guess
you will watch that show.
this is the podcast equivalent to that.
CW show, dude.
This is like
Oh my
this is like
God.
what's that other show? The Originals and Vampire Diaries.
Oh, Flash. Oh, it's just
The Flash is
terrible.
great. What are you talking
Oh
about?
my God.
How dare you? Who invited this guy?
I've seen cosplay better.
I guess for good measure, I will just play the original intro.
You're listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make the front knee crash, and sure in the booty get it.
How you like that intro?
Pretty good intro. It's okay.
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Five bags of popcorn.
As you can see, Mamba's not with us today.
Yeah. So
White Mamba?
yeah.
No, Brown Mamba.
It's
You guys have Scalabrini on the show as a regular?
It's just Mamba now. It used to be White Mamba. Then he's like Prince now, or like Cher. It's just Mamba.
Oh. Oh. Hopefully he doesn't make like Prince.
Wait, is that a
Like
that joke?
Wait, no,
Like
no,
a
no,
dead
no,
joke.
no.
Like,
No,
he's dead.
no, make like Prince and like make some awesome music. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Mamba's not capable of making anything awesome.
So a little backstory to the intro you just gave. That used to be your old podcast that got canceled.
It didn't get canceled.
So for those that don't know, Junkyard used to have a podcast before this podcast, and clearly it was unsuccessful. It was canceled after how many episodes? 3?
First of all,
So
no.
basically, it's the equivalent to like what's that one show, like a spin-off show from a super popular show, and then it just gets canceled before like the 3rd episode or something. That's exactly what happened. Right?
No, that's actually not what happened at all. What happened was, we got busy. And, Andrew had to go back to school, and he was going to school and doing his thing, and kind of fell out.
He told me we
kinda
were
fell out
canceled. He told me not to come over anymore.
So is that the official statement from the podcast?
It is.
All right, so that's
It was in our press release.
that's the pressure. But now let me tell you what really happened. What really happened was that they got canceled. As it turns out, I mean, podcast business is rough. I mean, audiences are hard to come by.
Are you gonna play the clip of the behind the scenes? The drugs, the alcohol,
Yeah,
the prostitution.
the real Hollywood story.
All right, we got really big, and we got drugs and prostitution. That's what happened.
Okay.
And
So
we had to go
you-
to rehab.
So you were
Danny
victim.
grew his hair out real long.
you were
You know,
you were
I started working, with the xylophone. And it was just getting weird.
so you were like a victim of your own success. is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
pretty much.
Huh. That's interesting.
So basically, yeah. So we don't have a podcast anymore. So
Is it? Can you still listen to that your old podcast? Is it still up?
You can actually. I actually searched it while I was here, and it's the number 1 result on Google. You can Google it.
well, can you play it?
I don't know. Stitch pops up is the first one.
Well, yeah, Stitcher.
Stitcher.
Stitcher,
Right.
We're
Let's see, look it up.
Now we're see, because Stitcher.
No, I put podcast, not review. Okay, well,
Ooh.
whatever.
There it is. It doesn't have our picture
It
anymore.
has nothing.
Hold on. Let's see if it plays. Spike Lee's Old Boy, The Hobbit.
Wow. Just to give you
That
an
was our
idea of
last-
how long
Man,
ago that was. Was
What
that,
year is this?
I don't know, a while ago. Let's see if it plays it.
go scroll. No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it doesn't look like it is.
Why?
Hey, look, it's Kevin Smith. He just had a heart attack.
Are you sure?
Did he really?
Yeah, you didn't hear that? He
No.
had a massive coronary.
What? Is it because he's fat?
Yeah, it's because he's really fat and his his jorts were cutting off his circulation to his heart.
It's
Look
George.
up Google image search Kevin Smith jorts.
Yeah, no, you can't play it.
It's the greatest image ever.
I heard that he got kicked off a plane because he wouldn't fit in the seats.
Oh, the really long ones? I've seen these.
Oh, my God.
Here, I'll put this up for our viewers at home.
Picture in
Let's see.
picture.
Jeez. I mean, does he not have any friends?
At what point are they jorts or
They're
shorts
jean
or
shorts.
pants?
Jean shorts are
Yeah,
jorts.
but
It's a new hybrid.
Yeah, but wouldn't those just be, at that point, they're just flooded pants?
Hold on, well, I can't put it full screen.
Maybe you just need some extra space.
Don't you hate
His
that
legs got to breathe.
Google took away the
You mean
view
his
image?
ankles how to breathe?
Right.
Don't you-
Cankles.
Don't you hate that Google took away the view image option?
They also took away the reverse lookup image option as well.
Oh, that sucks. I haven't tried to
that-
use that one.
Yeah,
That
that
really
whole view
sucks.
image thing, like, it was like,
It was better because you got to see the image
yeah,
big.
No, yeah.
I don't want to click on the stupid page.
I don't want to go to the
Do
page.
you know
Yeah.
what? Do you know why that happened?
Why?
It's
Because
because they made a deal with Shutterstock, like the biggest stock footage company on the internet. They made an agreement with them. So their agreement was that Shutterstock wanted them to get rid of that because people can just take images offline
Yeah.
without paying for them, real easy, and now they can't.
So now, okay, so because before, I guess, you go to Google image search, then you had the option that says it gives you the results like thumbnails, but it gave you the option to view just the image in its own separate tab, and you can just copy the image in full resolution, whatever it was uploaded in, without going to the actual web page, and it was super convenient. But apparently it was too convenient.
Oh yeah,
Too many people liked it, so of course they had to take it away.
Of course,
So Shutterstock, fuck Shutterstock, man. Damn Shutterstock.
real dumpster fire. Am I right?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that? Webster's Dictionary just put dumpster fire in there.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I like Webster. Call him up every now and then. I got some new words.
I'm
for
glad
him.
they, I'm glad they remain contemporary.
Yeah,
Dumpster
yeah.
fire, lit, fam. You know?
Speaking of dictionaries, you know what else we do on the show? Urban Dictionary Word of the Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
And speaking
I
of
think I
Urban
previewed
Dictionary,
it
So
earlier.
what did you guys do on your podcast?
It was very regimented.
Whole lot of
He-
nothing since it got canceled. Continue, Junkyard.
fucking hater, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Walk
You
into
didn't.
that.
How many podcasts did you have? How many podcasts did you have before this, Tony?
How many unsuccessful podcasts? I had 0 unsuccessful podcasts before this
That's
one.
because you had 0 podcasts before this
but
one.
0 unsuccessful podcasts.
If it wasn't
Junkyard, how many unsuccessful podcasts have you had before this
0,
podcast?
our
One.
successful
You had
was
one.
our podcast was very
It was successful. We didn't get canceled. We ended it. We didn't want to jump the shark. We felt it. We felt it nearing the end.
So you peaked at episode 3?
oh,
It was
yeah.
more than that.
Oh, it was way more than that.
Was it like 5?
No, I think it was
how
like,
many?
I think it was like
It was like 10.
10.
That is a goddamn lie because I heard that I heard episode 8 got recorded, but the executives pulled the plug before you could even upload it. So it's just sitting.
Well,
in,
that was
so it's sitting in Junkyard's hard drive.
That was some bureaucratic bullshit.
So for you not to only get canceled, but to not even be able to put up the final episode, like that's rough.
This was episode
We
8.
got-
No,
we
that was
gotta
episode 8. So we got to episode 9.
So on Stitcher it goes up to episode 8, but there is an episode 9 that you did record.
Yes.
And
you got to keep the fans on their toes. We'll release it with the box set later.
Yeah, you always say the what do you call it?
Oh, for
we
the-
don't want to dilute the brand.
Yeah.
man, diluted, man. You guys barely even even put a tablespoon in there.
So we what do you call it? We got the other one for it. It's a deleted scene. It's like that extra, you know.
So I'm curious as to how that happened. So episode 8, guns are a-blazing. You guys are all talking about The Hobbit and Godzilla or whatever movies came out in 2002. and then all of a sudden, you record episode 9. What happened between the time you recorded episode 9, you finished recording it, and the time it was time to upload it, which I'm assuming would have been like a few days later?
Listen, man, we were busy. I was going through some personal things. At
We
the
were young.
time.
Honestly, Danny could tell you better than I can. Or Junkyard, is it?
Who's Danny?
Danny? Yeah.
This is how long ago was it? You
You
actually had a name.
I really actually don't remember at all. I don't remember seeing
Really?
Desolation of Smog in theaters.
Wow.
So we watched it.
So
We
it was,
did.
So
We
it was-
reviewed it.
So it was that forgettable.
It was. And so was Old Boy. That movie,
So, yeah, Old Boy
the
was
Spike Lee one
terrible.
sucked.
Oh yeah,
I remember you gave it better reviews than I did.
probably. I was young. You know, world was still full of light at that point.
And now it's not.
No.
Now it's
I think you should re-upload that whole series. I mean, it's not that much, but you guys.
You guys can't handle the competition. There's gonna be a resurgence.
you know I should
There's
do.
gonna be a Twitter. There's gonna be a Twitter poll where they're gonna want us back.
I have an idea. What we're gonna do is whenever we don't post an episode, I'm gonna post one of the old original episodes. So like a week we miss will be.
Oh man.
So
Hell
we have
yeah.
we have 8
You-
weeks worth, 9 weeks. We have 9 weeks worth of episodes.
we missed a
Yeah.
lot, man. You're gonna go through those 9 weeks pretty quickly.
I mean, hey man, we got to give the fans something, right?
So it's kind of like they used to do back in the day when, like, you know, you go on to watch your favorite show, and like before there's internet, so if like a show got canceled or if an episode like they weren't gonna air it, you didn't know until you just try to watch it and it just wasn't playing.
Oh man,
That's what's gonna happen.
how old are you?
He's
When's the
really
last
old.
time that happened? Did you read that on TV Guide?
Actually, couldn't afford TV Guide. That was for rich people. So we had the Teleguia, which was free at your local Mexican store, but it only had show times for like shows that were after 4 p.m. It didn't
It was true.
Yeah.
Because it was too small.
Yeah, it was like a small free publication that you find at the supermarket, and it was like a poor man's TV guide.
That's awesome.
But like I said, yeah, it's all the listings started at 4 p.m. every day.
Remember when you had
That's
to watch or look for movie times on the fucking newspaper?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
Oh man.
or when you had
You're like, what time is the movie? I don't know. Check
Do
the
they even
newspaper.
do they still do
Newspaper.
that?
I have no idea.
or you had to call movie phone.
yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
movie phone
movie
was
phone.
after.
Yeah,
because
that was movie phone was the real convenience. That
Yeah.
was a game changer.
that was
before,
like Fandango
yeah.
before Fandango.
You had to either call the theater or check the newspaper.
Check the newspaper. All right. Or when movie phone came out, then you would call movie phone and be like, "Hello and welcome to movie phone."
And nowadays, you literally don't even have
For
to interact
Die
with
Hard
anybody.
2, press 1.
It was awesome, and they give you a little trailer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For Beethoven the Third, or was it Beethoven's? I don't know how many Beethoven movies there were.
Sandlot 3.
So, you know what I hated about movie phone? Speaking of this should be an early gripe. Actually,
All right, what's
this
your
will be one of my many gripes because I have another one. So, what do you call it? So, for this gripe, I can fucking find it. No, that's not it. Oh my god, what happened to it?
Real professional.
Oh, there it is.
Mud Dog.
Sorry.
Junkyard.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Apparently, a lot of your lingering issues from your cancel podcast came over to this one because he's still a shitty producer.
Anyway, no, we had no issues on that podcast.
Apparently, he had a lot of issues.
I came more prepared
Well,
actually,
actually,
for
I
that
think,
one.
I think you had one main issue. It got canceled.
Anyway, so my first gripe is movie phone. They used to change the trailers, like the audio trailers that they would play you, and I hated that because one time I remember I was checking movie times and I heard the trailer for American Pie. American Pie, the trailer for American Pie was fucking phenomenal. Like the audio trailer at least. It was hilarious.
Just listen to yourself, man. The audio trailer.
It was hilarious. I remember I heard it, I'm like, holy fuck, that movie sounds great. And I'm like, I was like, what did he say? Like, was that because obviously it's phone, so it didn't sound that
That's
great.
funny. Back in the day, it was like, oh, that looks like a great movie. Back then, it was like, that sounds like a good movie. Because all you heard was the audio over the phone. Hey, that sounds like it might be a good movie.
Oh, is that Jason Biggs?
What? Man, his voice has gotten a lot deeper.
So I remember calling. I'm like, fuck, I want to hear that again. So I hung up and called back, and it gave me another trailer for a different movie. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so I kept hanging up and trying to get.
So you didn't have.
I called
like,
back a bunch
see,
of times trying to call back.
So it's not like when you can go on YouTube and just replay. No, you can't just replay. You gotta. You gotta just keep calling back
Until it came back up.
cycled through the whole.
Oh my god.
So that's my gripe.
My what I want to know is why were you intentionally trying to continue to listen to the American Pie
Like
audio trailer?
because it sounded like a good movie.
Yeah, and we didn't have internet. It was
Did that
like,
girl sound really hot? What's
No,
her
it
name?
wasn't even like they didn't even have actors in the audio trailer. It was like some dude talking, but what he's like shit that he said was hilarious.
Oh, so he was narrating like the
Yeah,
plot
kinda.
of the movie.
Because back in the day, they had separate. They had trailers that they played on TV, and the ones on
And
movie
movie
phone
theaters.
were actually like different. They were
And on
narrated.
VHS.
Yeah. Oh, the VHS, the coming attract or coming
Yeah.
soon.
VHS ones were the best.
Yeah.
Now they have trailers for trailers now.
Yeah.
You guys see
Well-
that? It's like that new thing.
Well, now I think. What? Is that,
Oh, you're talking about like the commercials before the
No,
trailer?
no, I'm talking about like it's a literal thing, and they don't do it for every movie, but a lot of the big blockbuster ones now have like a 5-second like trailer,
like a teaser?
like a 5-second like clip of the trailer you're about to watch,
Oh, I think I have seen that.
where it'll like flash to like The Rock jumping off a building, and it'll say like, then the
You're
trailer
right.
will start.
You're right. You're right.
and
You're right.
then
I've
it'll
seen
go.
that.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, what the hell? And they read a whole article about it. They do it because people have such short attention spans. They need to skip to the most action-packed moment of the trailer.
Show it to you right away.
Right away.
And then they go-
and then they'll like give you the plot.
Yeah.
You know.
or remember when we were watching I forgot what DVD we were watching, and like if you're hooked up to the internet, it downloads like newer
Oh yeah,
trailers.
newer trailers.
Yeah,
it
'cause
wasn't DVD. It was Blu-ray.
Oh,
Yeah,
Blu-ray, yeah.
does
Because
that.
before, like it would be whatever trailers were hard.
You're right. They were
yeah,
burnt
obviously,
onto
yeah,
the disc.
whatever's burnt onto this. Now it's like if you have like a Blu-ray player, like
It'll connect to the Wi-Fi.
It'll say fetching fresh trailers or something.
Yeah.
So you could be watching a 10-year-old movie, but you'll get the freshest trailers.
Which is great.
Yeah,
'Cause I love trailers.
I love trailers too. That's why I always show up to the movie theater on time.
Right. I hate being late. And then everybody's like, "Don't why do you like what who cares? There's just like 10 minutes
Yeah.
worth of trailers." And I'm
People
like,
are like-
"Yeah, I wanted to see those
Yeah,
10 minutes
exactly.
worth of trailers."
Because it gives you something to look forward to.
yeah.
Because if the movie sucks, you can be like, oh, at least you're excited for what's to come. Like, man, that movie's blue. But man, did you see that trailer? Did you see that that Lord of the Rings 2 trailer? Man.
I gotta disagree. I disagree with you.
Why?
I can watch trailers on my phone. I can watch them on my computer. The
Yeah, man,
reason-
we're old school though.
The reason
see-
I go to the movies nowadays is so I could waltz in
No,
like a
but-
king, tell people to get out of my seat and not interact with
all
anybody,
awkward,
and come,
and
10
then they're all
minutes
like
late.
bending their
Uh-huh,
knees
uh-huh.
and like
Oh no,
grabbing
do you
their
recline? I'll be
popcorn.
pressing the button for him. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
Hold on, let me get that for you.
So why don't I watch trailers at the theater?
I don't know. I mean,
See-
I will if,
see,
I'm there. But
I understand that. Yeah, I watch a lot of trailers on my phone. I watch all the newest ones on YouTube, but I also like to watch them in the theater because it gives me like a sneak peek at what the experience will be
I
like.
enjoy watching trailers in the theater. Don't get me wrong, but I think that, and it's been compounded over a long amount of time, is that the amount of time before the movie actually starts, like I can't remember what I saw last. Annihilation. There was like 3 moments. It's like kind of like Return of the King, where it's like you think it's gonna end, and then there's just more.
Are you talking
And
about
it just
Natalie
keeps
Portman?
Going, yeah.
You saw that already?
I did see that. It
Oh,
was really good.
we'll do that. We'll talk about that a little bit.
I saw Black Panther too.
Oh, we saw that as well. Well, anyway, let's get back to Urban Dictionary word today. We totally
All right.
sidetracked. So today's word is, let me pull it up. I don't know. I forgot what it was.
It'll be another 20 minutes.
Internet hobo. All right, guys. What do you think internet hobo is?
Oh, is this someone that mooches off of like other people's internet?
Yes, that's
Nice.
exactly what it is.
Someone that has like a low data cap or is out of minutes, and they're like, "Hey, let me hook up to your hotspot."
So it's someone who's using their neighbor/hotel across the road's Wi-Fi internet. So I'm using it in a sentence. My friend just bought a new high-powered Wi-Fi card so he can connect to the neighbor's Wi-Fi and is now an official internet hobo. So whenever you guys say internet hobo, you will hear.
Speaking of that, we had a
Speaking of what?
of internet hobo.
Wait, what?
So we actually thought we had one at work. What happened was I work in an office, and there was a car driving around, and it had like these big ass. It looked like these like camera / antennas on the roof of the car. And it's like an old Honda Civic, like an older Honda Civic. Like it was like pretty beat up, but it had like these like on each corner of the roof of the car, or the roof of the car. There were like these high powered antennas / cameras, and the guy's just driving around, and we're like, all right, maybe this guy's like and he had like a laptop. We're like, man, this guy's trying to hack us. Like, are we getting hacked? Are we under attack? So, obviously we had to check our system, make sure we had like no unauthorized access, and everything looked fine. But it was just really suspicious, So, so we're like, maybe he's just trying to like get Wi-Fi. He's driving around to see who has open Wi-Fi. People do that. But yeah, so after a while, we're like,
Wait, people do that?
Yeah, people do that.
Drive around
Yes.
looking for open Wi-Fi.
Yes,
It's called war driving.
Yup, it is.
It's called war driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
It's
the
called
fuck?
war driving.
Seriously, you didn't know?
What?
Get the net.
Are they like looking at Facebook or what the what are they? Why are they Wi-Fi?
They're looking. I guess they're trying to like. I mean, they're trying to like see what they can capture, what kind of data they can, what kind of traffic they can get. Now, people are weird.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but it's called war driving.
that's crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Junker, look it up right now. So anyway, so we think this guy's out there doing that, and apparently we weren't the only ones because a lot of people like in the building. I guess they call the cops. So the cops come and like we see this and we're all like, oh, the cops are here. It's going down. They talk to him, and apparently the cop goes over, talks to him, and then the cop like just walks away and goes to the car next to him, and then starts talking to that car. And we're like, oh, so then like in my mind, I got this whole scenario picked out. I'm like, okay, that's the hacker, but that guy's just smokescreen. He's because he's too obvious. He's hacking because he's got all the antennas. Like it's too obvious. The other guy, he's the real hacker. He's just a low profile Toyota Camry, black, would never suspect a thing. That's the real hacker. So the cop goes over to the other car, and I guess he said something to him. The other car just leaves, and then the original car, the Civic, is just there. It's like, I wonder what's going on. So then like, I guess he says something to the cop, and the cop just gets back in his truck, and another police SUV shows up. And then the Civic just drives around and parks like off to the side. And then we see a tow truck coming. We're like, ooh, the tow truck's here. That car's got, as it turns out, that guy in the Civic was a repo man. So they were there to repo someone's truck.
Oh,
So he
One
was
of your fellow employees?
It was not one of our fellow employees, but it was someone that worked in the building. So then we see the tow truck pull up, and we thought it was going to tow the Civic. Nope. That guy was legit. He even gave the cop his card. The cop was like, all right, have a nice day.
damn.
And next thing you know, like they grabbed his Jeep, and they grabbed it from the front because there was a pole in the back, so they couldn't grab it from the back. And it's an all-wheel drive car, so they just dragged that shit out. Like you heard the screeching, you heard you could see the back wheel spinning in the wrong direction as it's being pulled. We're like, ugh,
Man.
that was rough. So we're like, oh, so it wasn't a hacker, it was just a repo man, and we're all thinking he's hacking. He's like over here trying to like
Y'all
do some
sound paranoid.
malicious. Yeah, we're all super paranoid. We're all
What are you guys looking at on your browser? What's your browser history?
Hey. I ran back and I deleted my like as fast as like. And next thing you know, like I'm on Google incognito mode. Take that, Mr. Hacker.
So here's the definition of war driving from Wikipedia. War driving is the act of searching for Wi-Fi wireless networks by a person, usually in a moving vehicle, using a laptop or smartphone. Software for war driving is freely available on the internet. So you got to go war driving to find the software to war drive.
I remember when Junker and I were in school. That's when we learned about that, and we're just like, hey Junker, what are you doing? Like let's go war driving.
So here, there's also war biking and war cycling.
Ooh,
It's similar
for
to
the
war
athletic
driving,
type.
but it's done from a moving bicycle or motorcycle.
You don't see much of that. It's usually a nice like car with the seat all the way sunk in.
yeah.
There's also war walking or war jogging.
No, there isn't.
Is
Yeah, it is. It
No,
says right there.
it's right
no,
there.
no. I mean, there is, but nobody does that.
No. Oh, is there war hoverboarding?
Yeah.
I'm sure there is, but
What the
it's
hell
not.
is war walking around? You know what? Look like radio walking around with a fucking backpack and antenna coming out everywhere.
So yeah. So we should try that. Let's go war walk around the neighborhood.
Steal people's Wi-Fi. I'm down.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. I'm not paying for anything. I'm not using my data.
Why not?
Why would I when I can war drive?
Some people they create guest networks, and instead of just like completely like putting a password on so nobody can get to them, they take it one step further. They'll actually open it, but they'll make it excruciatingly slow, like to the point where it's unusable, and that pisses people off even more.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, because can you imagine like connecting and then you're just like frustrated because you can't see anything?
Yeah, no, I could imagine that. Have you done something
Yes,
like this?
yes, I have.
Oh wow.
You know what we should do is open up a guest network and then like have it automatically redirect whoever jumps onto like a porn video. or like a gay porn video.
Ooh.
That'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
we should do that.
That'd be hilarious.
And then we should put the SSID as a virus. Like click here for viruses.
And see how many people click.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get to everybody's favorite segment. This is going to be Andrew's favorite segment as well.
Oh.
He's going to love it because everybody loves it. Even Tony.
Pancho segment. Pancho segment. Pancho segment.
All right. So as you can see, that's Pancho's segment.
What the fuck?
So Pancho sent us an email this week.
He's one of our
Frequent emailer.
frequent emailers.
He's a regular?
He is.
And he has clearly taken a keyboarding class because that is a lot of typing.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not touch typing that shit.
Anyway, so it says still can't figure out how Mamba pissed in his asshole.
Oh.
So for those of you who haven't listened to last week's episode,
I still can't figure it out either.
including Andrew, Mamba said that he pissed on his butthole when he was sitting down taking a piss. Right? Is that what he
Yeah.
said?
He sat down to urinate, and I guess I don't remember exactly how, but
Something happened. He had to tuck. He tucked it back.
yeah, he tucked it
Oh,
back.
he said his dick was hitting the toilet seat or some shit, so he had to like tuck it.
He had to tuck for one reason or another. He had to tuck it, but apparently he tucked it. I don't know.
I don't know
too
how.
much, but he tucked it to a point where he was.
Pissing on his butthole.
But
On his butthole, in his butthole.
Yeah. Uh huh.
like
Okay.
because and like
How do you, the tuck doesn't work that way.
that's what I said.
That's what we said last week.
Like here's your butthole, right? And even if you like tuck, it would still be directly like
Oh yeah, you're like you're bypass. You're like
you bypass
yeah.
it unless you tuck it and you curve it.
Right.
But by
there's intent at that point.
But at that point, you have to be doing that on
And then,
purpose.
you
That
know-
does not happen accidentally.
Well, what is he, Ron Jeremy, sticking his own dick in his own asshole? Like what the fuck?
But maybe Mamba just doesn't know what a butthole is.
I think
Maybe
Did he
I-
confuse
no.
it with the gooch?
I think either he's confusing it with the gooch or there was somebody else in there.
So do you think like
You think there was a second
There was a-
second
there
person
had to-
shooter?
on the grassy knoll?
There was a second shooter on that grassy knoll.
Oh
I
man.
mean, Mamba is known to pull his dick out for other men. So
Oh yeah, I have friends like that.
He's susceptible to. He's very impressionable.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. He's a nice guy.
he has a high A score. It's cool.
very high. Yeah, highest in probably the room, but
A high what score?
Ace score.
What the fuck is that?
so
we took this on.
so aces are basically like your childhood like what do you call them like
You take a test and it asks you a series of questions on how you were brought up and your family life. A lot of like personal questions, like were your parents divorced?
Were
Did your
you-
parents hit you?
were you like molested as
Were
a kid?
were you diddled? And depending on how many yeses, every yes gives you a point. And at the end, you
I think it's
total
only
it
like 10
up,
questions.
and it gives you a certain.
Right.
And usually, like that
It's
determines
like childhood traumas.
it determines like how at risk you are or how
Right.
fucked up your life is.
Yeah.
Or how,
They say-
how
they
messed
say-
up you are in the head.
So he
based
got
on
an
the
A
score.
plus.
So, yeah, he did really well at
He
it.
did a little too well.
Oh,
on
he
it.
practiced. Oh, nice. He studied.
So like they say that if you have a 5 or more A score, you're more likely to be like overweight, like have like health problems, like cognitive issues,
Depression,
like
things like
depression,
that.
things like that.
Yeah.
So like the higher the A score you have, obviously the worse your life is. Basically, usually, not always,
Yeah.
but in most cases,
It's a good barometer.
yeah. So Mamba has a very high A score, which the following week he told us, no man, I was just doing that. I was just saying I had one for
He was-
comedic purposes.
So we actually don't know what his A score is because apparently he was just putting on-
Supposedly.
he was
He
You
probably
guys
said
didn't
that
just take
because
it live. You guys all didn't just take it. At
Yeah,
the
we
same
did.
time?
We did it at the
Oh,
same
you
time.
did?
Yeah,
we all
did
did
it all
live,
together.
but Mamba was just trying to make it a show. He was just trying to like,
Supposedly,
he was trying to provide some
I feel like
entertainment.
I feel like he's saying that just because he was embarrassed of his high score. So he was like, "Hey guys, I was just joking about that. I really didn't get diddled as a child."
Sobbing later on, listening back to the podcast, pissing in his own asshole.
I still don't understand the anatomy of how that could.
It doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, so back to Pancho's email.
Next time I ask him for a demonstration.
So it says, "For real, bros, what the fuck? Did Mamba's dick inadvertently debunk the flat earthers' theory about Earth being flat? Since Mamba's junk is probably a little curved, but it's not visible with the naked eye. Also, does that technically mean Mamba R. Kelly'd himself? Did he penetrate himself like penetrate himself?
See, and the thing is, like, he actually makes a good point because if it's curved, that is only a factor once you are erect. So
Well, Mamba probably got himself hard.
he probably did, but even
'Cause
then,
he-
it's
And he's
Mamba-
hard bending backwards.
So so here's another fun fact.
Isn't it difficult to go all the way back when you're?
So
I don't. It's just
Nearly impossible, I would say.
So Mamba gets hard by looking at men. We figured this out in Las Vegas. So maybe he looked at his dick and he thought it was somebody else's dick and he got hard and then it curved, his dick since it curves,
like he
he curved it around his nutsack and pissed in his butthole.
I don't know. I feel like there needs to be an investigation.
Looking at your own dick is gay.
I mean, but it's not. But he.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Well, according to Junkyard, it is. Since he hasn't seen his dick since when, 2008?
Because that would be gay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because
Yeah, man. I ain't gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
yeah, we love
there's
the
nothing-
gays.
We
there's
love
nothing
the
wrong with
gays.
it. Oh God.
But I am
hope
not
I'm
one
never
of
gonna
them.
run for office with this fucking podcast.
Oh, none of us are.
Yeah, not even close. Not even fucking local city council.
Anyway, so he says, like Tony, I can't figure out the physics of his balls and sack. And that's how he managed to pit. Wait, what the fuck? How does that make sense? Can't figure out physics. Oh, I'm sorry. Like Tony, I can't figure out the physics of this at all. If I had to guess, though, I'm guessing Mamba has a significantly smaller gooch space than the average man. Maybe his butthole is less than a centimeter from his ball sack. and, that,
I'm like imagining that.
and that's how he managed to piss on his own butthole.
So if that's true, if let's just say for argument's sake that his asshole is a little bit closer, a lot closer than the average male, does that mean that he like sharts on his nuts all the time?
Yeah, he would have to.
It would have
I'd
to
have
be.
to, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gotta.
Yeah, he probably wipes up.
He
at
has
that
to
point.
wipe up at that. Yeah, he has to wipe up now.
If his asshole is located where his gooch should be, he's definitely wiping.
Which is
up.
the only way he could piss in his asshole. Is it? He would have to wipe up because if he wipes down, all he's doing is like tucking his nuts back to where
right.
the residue is.
Right.
So
It's
okay,
science.
All right,
It's
yeah,
science.
Yeah. Continue, Drunkard.
And he says, I don't know, and I can for reals theorize for days to debunk all these random theories. Can Mamba recreate it in front of you all? Asking for all mankind. He should recreate it for like everybody in the podcast, right? For like
Oh,
the
man.
podcast viewers.
Oh, jeez.
Should be the new banner.
Mamba pissing on his butthole.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. Anyway, on another note, with feminists plowing forward with full force, will you do like Wick Donald's and change your podcast name to NWOTP, New Women on the Pod? If you don't, you're women-hating misogynists.
Well, he's right. I think we
Yeah.
should.
All right, for today, since today is National Women's Day.
Today is
Today
International.
is National Women's
yeah.
Day.
Not tomorrow when you will be listening to this, but today, the day we're recording, is National Women's Day.
International Women's Day.
No, just national.
And what's funny is that did you guys know? Fun fact: the online searches for International Men's Day reach all-time high every International Women's Day. A bunch of salty ass dudes
makes
be like,
sense. Why do they get their
When
own
do we
day?"
get our day? And then when they Google it, they realize it's every other day.
Every day. Yeah.
I
basically.
kid. It's actually November 9th. I looked it up. Yes.
Today.
Yes, I did look it up today. Well, I saw on Reddit that like, the searches peaked during International Women's Day. So I'm like, huh. Then I had to at that point. I'm like, oh well.
I didn't think that there was an International Men's Day.
It is. It's November.
It's November 9th. Is that
November
real?
9th.
That's a
Yeah.
fact?
Look it up, John. I want to make sure I'm right because I do remember it being November 9th. I don't want to mislead our audience.
Man, I've been celebrating all wrong my whole life.
Yeah, I've been celebrating my birthday. It's supposed to be November 9th. Men's Day. Not Man's Day, men's. November 19th.
What the hell?
Apologize. November 19th is International Men's Day.
Oh, man.
International. The first thing comes up. International Men's Day already exists, so stop asking.
Man, why are men so salty?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't even think we deserve our own day.
No. If it were up to me, I would give that day to women as well.
You're such a white knight.
If it were up to me, we would have. If it were up to me, we would have 3 government-regulated holidays, and that's it. No more holidays. No more gift giving.
Just 3
What
holidays.
holidays would you pick?
It would be government holiday number 1, government holiday number 2, and Christmas.
Christmas.
But Christmas is a gift giving.
Whoa,
day.
No, you don't
Chris-
give gifts.
But Christmas isn't a government holiday.
Listen, this is my scenario.
But so now you're forcing your religion on me.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I don't like that.
Santa Claus. If you don't like it, you can get out.
If you're not a red-blooded, God-fearing American, you can get on out.
Yep. You gotta have 2 things to live in America.
But
Fear God, own guns.
But if it were up to me, there would be no International Women's Day, because International Women's Day would be every day.
Oh.
That's
Wow.
right. That's
You're such
right. That's right. Women love me.
Yeah, I think they don't. All right, so Pancho keeps saying, anyway, listen to your last episode where you all discussed AIM, Yahoo Messenger, and other chat room platforms.
Ooh, I love AIM.
I have to be honest and say I was once catfished. I hit up a random chick with the classic ASL line, age, sex, and location, and we chatted for weeks. We were at the same college, so after the third week of communicating and trading pics, I shot my shot and proposed that we should meet up. She agreed and gave me an address that was literally a few blocks away from my apartment. I headed on
That's a
over.
little fishy.
I headed on over
Get it?
there.
Fishies? Catfish?
I headed on over there, knocked on the door, and this random ass stranger answered and was bewildered to why a brown dude was standing at the front door. Immediately it became clear the chick online and the dude that answered the door at the address given to me were not the same person. Anyway, what the fuck? So how's he? Anyway, I went on living my life, and things went back to normal. By normal, I mean I got shot down by a plethora of girls with the occasional success here and there. Being a guy in my early 20s, I had no issue shooting my shot and having a lowest fuck success rate, which would make Shaquille O'Neal's free throw percentage look fantastic. But I digress. So sometime later, I went out with the bros and ran across a chick at a bar that I couldn't quite put my finger on. It was bothering me all night.
Yeah, it's called like sexual assault if you put your finger on it.
It was bothering me all night, so I approached her to chat. And after pointless and awkward conversation, I took the L and went back to my group. I had a serious case of deja vu, and it was weird, but after a day or two, I realized that the person I was chatting with online used this girl from the bar's picture to pass them off as hers, maybe his. I was weirded out. This was like in 2004, so it was more innocent. It was a more innocent time of the internet, and I was the victim of one of the earliest documented incidents of catfishing. Side note, someone needs to make internet great again. Hashtag Miga.
So if he was the first person catfished, it's his fault. This is an epidemic because had that person not succeeded, then that would be the end of it. Like, oh, this doesn't work. But since it worked, that person went on to brag to all their friends, like, oh yeah, like I did.
And then
this.
they started
They're like,
catfishing.
hey,
One friend,
did you know you
and
can
then
just
they
lie
tell
on the
one friend,
yeah,
and so on,
exactly,
and
and
so on.
that's how it started. So that person that catfished him just decided, hey, did you guys know you can lie on the internet? They're like, no, you can't. They're like, yes, you can. I did it, and it worked. So now everybody's doing it.
That's right. And so it says, moving
Yeah,
on.
before they had to lie by mail.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
All right.
Yeah.
Or fax book.
Faxbook.
Did you know about fax book?
I don't know about fax
Tell them
book.
about fax book.
So Faxbook was a service where was a social network where everything was done through faxing. So
It's not a joke. It's
not
real.
a joke. It's real, and they actually had to shut it down because it wasted like X amount of paper in so little
That
time.
sounds awesome. Could you imagine memes on Faxbook?
Yeah.
Like it's like like
Yeah.
slowly like coming out.
Yeah.
And when it comes out, you're like, oh, that's hilarious. And then you have to type L. You have to write
Yeah, you
LOL.
have to write LOL
and then
on
you
it,
gotta
send it back.
back.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Anyway, so he says, moving on. You all got any good TV show suggestions?
Damn, this guy's still going.
Do I ever?
I recently finished Altered Carbon and enjoyed it. I tend to enjoy suspense, thrillers, sci-fi, true crime kind of stuff. Holler if you hear me. JYD's stepdad.
Nice.
Anyway, TV show suggestions.
Oh, I got TV
Suits?
shows for days. Obviously, Suits, great show. Side note, Altered Carbon, great show.
I haven't watched it
I'm
yet.
halfway.
I
through
haven't
it.
watched it, but it looks awful.
Really?
What?
No,
It's
it's
awesome.
pretty good. I'm halfway through it. It's actually really good.
Is that it's Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad decent. Mad decent.
Mad decent.
Mad decent. Not just regular decent. It's like a little bit above. Like it's
All right.
mad decent.
I'm gonna watch it, and if it sucks, I'm coming
No,
back here.
you
And
can
I'm
be like,
talking
you're like,
about
man, that is mad decent.
Dark on Netflix. That's also a great show.
Oh, yeah,
that's
the
like a
German
sci.
one.
That's actually a sci-fi thriller
If you
suspense.
like thrillers, suspense, do you guys ever see?
it. Watch it subbed though, not dubbed.
Did you guys watch?
I watched it sub.
that HBO one, The Night of.
No,
You guys,
Sounds
you guys
familiar.
dude, you are missing out.
that's where was it? Oh no, that was the. No, that's not right. Which was the one where the other people were missing?
That's leftovers.
Yeah,
The
that one.
100.
I heard that actually got good. I mean, I started watching it and it like, bleh. I wasn't into it. I think I watched like 2 episodes. It was-
Leftovers isn't that what's his face from Lost did that one, right?
apparently, but I heard it got really good after that, so I might give it another shot. But I can't endorse it. But The Night of, it's like a like a murder mystery, but man, is it good! It is.
Oh, that's
top-notch.
with
That's that one guy that
Oh, man.
that Indian actor. What's his name? It's got the guy from The Wire too.
yeah. That was
Chalky White from Boardwalk Empire.
that was a HBO show.
yeah.
That's got what's his face in it. Oh man, I can't remember.
I recommend you watch that show because it's like a one and done. Like you watch the whole.
Is one season?
Yeah, it's just one season.
It's a murder mystery.
It gets
right?
resolved.
Yeah.
There's none of that like oh.
It's like True Detective.
Yes,
but
it's like
except
True
that was
Detective.
two
Like
seasons?
yeah, exactly. Everything gets resolved and
I
you
miss
know,
True Detective. I need another season.
If they hadn't fucked up the second one, maybe they're.
Who cares? They could do a third one. They're all
Yeah,
different.
you're right.
I
But
think
yeah.
Fargo's better as far as the anthologies go.
You know what's a good show that everybody should watch if you haven't heard of it. It's not really well known. I'm sure you guys haven't heard of it. It's called Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Ooh, I heard
What is that?
I've heard it sucked.
It's like fantasy.
Nah,
you know.
pass. Hard pass.
Well, you're missing out.
Next.
Lord of the Rings already exists. so
Yeah.
what do I-
I've already seen the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy.
right. That's 16 hours.
That's
I can't imagine. I can't
Now
imagine.
that is a commitment. Holy shit, is that a lot
Imagine
of movie?
watching it in the theater.
They had that like the
I know.
marathon, like all
Did
through.
they
like,
really?
Yeah.
Ugh,
I don't know how you could be there for. It's like 16 hours. Like, it's
that sounds
pretty-
awful.
it
And I
does-
love those
It
movies.
does.
I stayed
It
for the
does.
back-
I do too, but I couldn't do that.
I say for the Back to the Future trilogy in the theaters.
That's different though.
That's different,
Each
yeah.
of those movies are like an hour and 15 minutes
Yeah,
apiece.
yeah, that I could do. That's like one Lord of the Rings extended movie.
Not even.
It's one. That's yeah. You're right. That all three of them would probably be one Lord of the Rings.
Extended, one, yeah.
They just put Back to the Future on HBO though, and I just rewatched them again recently. And you know what? I feel like Back to the Future 3 gets way more hate than it deserves.
Yeah, it's a great. I think it's a good movie.
It might almost be the best one. After having watched 1 and 2 so many times throughout my entire life,
Oh, because 3 is probably not the one you watch.
seeing 3 with like fresher eyes now, it's like, you know what?
So
It's the most different.
This is my thing about Back to the Future. 3 gets more, like you said, is underrated, and 2 is overrated. That's how I feel.
I mean, 2
And
was my favorite
then,
for the longest
so then
time.
2, you think 2 is overrated, and
Now,
3 is
look,
underrated.
Again, okay. Let me
so then
clarify
one, so
this
then,
by
so
saying
then, so then 1 is just rated.
one is good
It's
because
rated.
1 is good because
So it's not overrated.
No, it's not overrated.
It's not underrated.
It's not underrated,
So it's
yeah,
just
it's
rated.
just rated.
Okay, so number 1 is rated.
number 2 is overrated,
Overrated.
and number 3 is underrated.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, rated, underrated, overrated.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong; they're all great. 2 is fantastic. I love 2. I'm not saying 2 is bad at all by any means, but I think that one got more love than I think it deserved. I mean, I think part of it was because it was really cool at the time.
No, it doesn't get more love than it deserved. I mean, it had a creative look at the future. I mean, look at the things that still spawn today: hoverboards, the Nikes, the
self-load. Yeah, like those shoes are like the Air Mags.
It's the most referenced one
Yeah.
out of all the movies. For
Right.
sure.
I mean, and no, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's why it's overrated. Like it became this whole thing. Like I said,
it's overrated in the sense that like everybody loves it. You
Right.
know, like of course it's your favorite one. Everybody
Right.
hates 3.
no, I love
'Cause
3.
it's a Western.
I think 3 is awesome one. That's actually one of my. I think that I don't necessarily say that. I want to say I think the first one's my favorite.
Yeah,
But
I think first one would be my
I think
favorite.
first one's my favorite, but
Awesome soundtrack. The Under the Sea prom thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
and the third one is I think my second favorite, and then part 2 is my third favorite, obviously from the trilogy.
I'm gonna have to say 3, 2, 1. As of last week.
I go one.
gonna-
I go 1, 3, 2.
I go 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Well, there you have it.
But yeah, Back to the
All
Future.
about
One of the best.
all movies about incest.
What about? Oh, it is. What about Karate Kid?
I haven't seen the third one.
Yeah, you did. We saw. You haven't seen the fourth one.
Oh, the fourth one. Okay.
What's the one where he fights him to death, Danny? And is it like
second one?
That's the second
where he's in
one?
Okinawa.
In Okinawa.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That was really good. That one's kind of a love story,
A little bit.
a little bit, because he like meets this girl, and she's like not his race. You know?
Did you ever look up the video about how?
You know what's another good movie? Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold
He
on.
meets a girl.
Oh yeah,
It's
he
not
meets a
his
girl.
race.
It's not his race.
I was just gonna
Oh
say.
wait,
there's,
wait. She was white.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was. She was
definitely
Australian.
not. That's not white. He was the motherfucking cowboy. She was not from Texas.
No, but she was still white.
She's from down under.
The
dirty South.
the dirtiest of the dirty.
Right.
So what were you saying about what?
I was gonna say. I almost forgot my thought.
Did I see that video?
Karate Kid. Did you see that video?
Oh, of how Daniel was the bad guy?
Danny's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Under completely new light now.
Yeah. when I saw that, like it blew my mind. Oh, he's like a sociopath that needs to be stopped.
Oh yeah.
Just the way
He just instigates the whole thing, basically.
Yeah. He talks about how the bully, he's repentant and like looking forward to, and he's like, but Daniel being the I'm like, oh, this is so good.
Mr. Miyagi, the child beater.
Oh yeah, and local child beater or child batterer.
No, it was local busybody, and child beater.
Local busybody and child batterer. If you guys want to know what we're talking about, is there's a what is it called? Like,
There'll be a link on the bottom.
yeah,
Right here.
link on the bottom. Just
We don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
You guys aren't there yet.
Why not, Junkyard?
All right.
What? Junkyard, he's mocking us. Get him off us.
You get him off us.
Get him off us,
Put the video.
Junkyard.
Did you see that video right there? Oh man.
Oh, I could do that.
That's
I could
crazy.
I could put the video up there, but I can't put. I
Get
didn't
him
put the
off
link.
us, Junkyard.
That's too much work, man.
He's coming at our heads, dog.
Man, look at this crooked ass picture, dude.
Get him off us.
Oh,
Actually, that's on purpose. That is the design element. I'll have
Oh,
you
yeah?
know.
It's the aesthetic.
Yes.
New Kids on the Block, Crooked Kids on the Block. Right here.
No. Today we are NWOTP.
It's because Tony dropped it the other day,
I did. I think I
so he
smashed
fucked it up.
But we are NWOTP today. We're the new women. Because, it's 2018. Everyone's gender fluid now. So. What are you doing?
Fixing something. I was just trying to say. I thought it was our headphones. Anyway,
Figure it out, Yard Dog.
that's junkyard.
Hey, get him off, you dog!
How dare you? We invite you to our podcast. and
I only came here to roast y'all. Socks and sandals, ass having motherfucker right here.
Oh,
I'm-
We got
I'm in the
got
comfort-
Converse. There's no way you're comfortable.
I'm in the comfort of my own home. I can wear socks and sandals.
no. Like Junkyard's comfort is in being uncomfortable.
Do you guys ever just sit in an uncomfortable way for like way too long for no reason, even though it's uncomfortable?
I tried that because I had a coworker who would always sit there and he would cross his legs, but like super cross them, like I tried and
yeah.
I couldn't do it. Like you have to have no package in order for that to work.
No, yeah.
How do you mean cross your legs? How?
Like
how women do it.
yeah, like this.
Oh, okay.
But he would he would do it for like hours. It's like that's a little suspicious. Like you should not be that
It's
comfortable.
suspect.
Yeah, that's very suspect. But it ain't my business.
Plug it in, Yard Dog.
It's plugged in. But so I'll have you know that Tony a while back spilled beer on our mixer,
Oh,
and ever since,
first of all,
it has
that,
not
that,
been the same.
That may or may not be true. Like a lot of stuff was
The
happening
jury's
that
still out
day.
on that?
It might have been me, might have been someone else. It's just like the jury's still out. Yeah, we don't know for sure.
No,
who did it.
so he was past.
A serial beer pourer came in.
We don't know who it was.
It was
We have-
definitely you. We saw you. Mamba and I both saw
obviously,
you.
since I was the one closest to it, they're blaming me. So
Right. Smoking gun,
that's right.
So yeah, he
Apparently, in this podcast, he's guilty until proven innocent.
No, we saw you. There were witnesses, multiple witnesses. That's how you pour beer into the
It's all,
into the
it's all
soundboard.
hearsay. It's all hearsay. Cannot be proven in a court of law.
So ever since then, it's never been the same. It always makes some sort of weird like noise.
it looks like it's all right. It's
It-
still
yeah,
working.
Looks can be deceiving. I mean, look at Tony. He doesn't look like the local busybody child batter, but he is.
Give me some kids to beat.
Anyway, so guys, did you guys watch the Oscars?
I did not.
I did.
How many Oscar movies did you watch? How many movies that were nominated did you watch, Tony?
I don't even know which ones were nominated.
Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it
How
up.
many did you watch?
I probably may have. I think I may have watched like one.
Like, we talking Best Picture or like all the ones that
Nah,
were
Best
nominated?
Picture. Best Picture.
2. Get Out and
Oh,
Life
I
Aquatic
saw Greatest
or,
Showman. That was nominated
whatever.
for something, wasn't it?
Yeah, but not for Best Picture.
Do you
I
guys
know,
see Kobe won an Oscar?
Yeah. I
Spoiler alert! I haven't seen it yet. I just said I haven't seen it yet, and
Well,
you guys are already ruining it for me.
Well, this happened already, so.
Whatever.
But yeah, does that make him the best player of all time because he's got an Oscar? He's the only basketball player to ever have an Oscar.
until Space
Well-
Jam 2 comes out and LeBron gets his Oscar, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think someone posted. They're like, I would rather take. They're like, Kobe has 5 rings and an Oscar. It's like greatest of all time. And then someone's like, yeah, I would rather take Michael Jordan with 6 rings and Space Jam.
Well, right.
Yeah,
We already do have that,
exactly.
and it's great.
Yeah.
All right, so these are Best Picture nominees.
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water.
Spoiler, it has no shape. Continue.
It depends. No, if you put it in the glass, it's like a
If you
cylindrical
freeze
shape.
it, it becomes cubical.
Yeah. Well, it depends on where you freeze it. the mold that it's frozen in, that takes the shape of whatever mold you put it in.
But then it's no longer
Tell me
water.
more.
But then it's no longer water.
Tell me more about ice.
Water ceases to be water once it's
Right.
ice.
Did you know that water is not wet?
I love wet water.
Okay, but can you wet water? Like if you pour more water, would that make it wet?
No.
You guys drink water? You know fish piss in that shit, right?
You know they
So-
live in there too. You're drinking a fish house.
Anyway, so The Shape of Water, Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk,
Oh, I saw that one.
Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, and 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
I haven't even heard of that one.
So, you saw what you say, Shape of Water?
Shape of Water and
Out?
Get Out.
Are they both
Get
worth
out.
watching? I saw Dunkirk.
I saw Dunkirk, Get Out, and The Post.
Is the post with Tom Hanks?
Yeah, Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep.
Anybody else a little sick of both those two?
No, dude, the movie was fucking fantastic.
I'm a little sick of Meryl Streep.
I feel like Tom
I think
Hanks.
I'm a little sick of Tom Hanks.
I'm sick of Meryl Streep. I'm not sick of Tom Hanks.
He's just he's just a generic white guy to me now.
Tom Hanks got. I feel like he got snubbed for this movie. I feel like this was actually one of his best performances.
He comes out with an Oscar movie every year. So does Meryl Streep.
Yeah, well, she wins like every year. It seems like this is like the first year she didn't win.
Politics.
I know.
It's too political. All right, next list.
No, that's it.
No, what like go for like the
What else
other
do you want
ones.
to see?
Best music, all that. I want to see all that shit.
No, motherfucker, go watch the Oscars on your own goddamn time. This is our podcast.
Come on, man. I want to know. I want to know what
Who
the
won
other-
the jet ski, by the way? I didn't even see that.
All right,
One of the
all
song
right,
guys
foreign
did.
language film. Actually, I don't care.
The
about
winner was A Fantastic Woman.
That. Spoiler alert. Okay, keep going. What's the next one? Music.
Music original score. The winner was The Shape of Water.
Dunkirk. Dunkirk had music.
Yeah, by Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah, it did.
Of course.
Okay, continue. What's the best
Oh, the
original
Last Jedi
song?
was nominated for.
Remember Me from Coco.
What? No Moana?
No, what the fuck? No,
Continue. Okay, go. Keep going.
that's it.
Did you see either of those movies?
Which one? I saw
Moana
Coco.
or Coco?
I
I
saw
just saw
Coco.
Moana recently.
Coco's fucking fantastic.
good.
I heard it was good.
Coco's amazing.
Documentary.
Yeah. So,
Greatest Showman.
Wait,
That should've won.
go back to that. Go
Dude, Icarus. Oh, I saw Icarus. I saw that one. The one that won documentary feature.
something.
I saw that one too. Didn't Greatest Showman win documentary?
No, what the fuck? It's not a
It's
documentary.
a circus documentary.
It's not. It's a fucking musical.
It's a circus documentary.
It's not a circus documentary.
If you watch it, you'll know it's a circus documentary.
If you say so.
Oh, costume design. That's what I'm interested in.
Blade Runner 2049.
That's
what won.
cinematography. I'm
Ooh,
interested.
still haven't, I have that downloaded. Haven't seen it. Watched
I'm
it.
interested in
okay.
costume design.
Phantom Thread won costume
Okay,
design.
who was nominated? I want to see who got robbed.
Beauty and the Beast, Darkest Hour, The Shape of Water, and Victoria and Abdul.
Eh.
Who got robbed? Yeah, because you care about costume design.
I do. I want to know who got robbed.
Animated feature film, Coco won, of course. 'cause it was
What? No
fantastic.
Moana?
Fucking Moana wasn't even there. Here, I'll tell you what was nominated:
Boss
Coco,
Baby.
The Boss Baby, The Breadwinner, Ferdinand, and Loving Vincent.
Boss Baby.
Yeah. Did you watch Boss Baby?
I seen parts of it.
Did you enjoy it? Do you think it was Oscar worthy?
I don't know if it's Oscar worthy.
Did you watch Ferdinand?
No, I never seen Ferdinand.
Isn't that an old movie with like the bat and it's like a cartoon?
That's
Disney?
Ferngully.
Oh, Ferngully, right. My bad.
Did that win an Oscar?
No.
Look up Ferngully. See if that won an
Oh
Oscar.
Why the fuck?
Because it was really good, and I want to know if it
I
got
don't think that
robbed.
they nominated.
I wanna know if
they
it got
did not
robbed.
nominate animated movies back then, did they?
They might have not.
They did. They just didn't have. They probably didn't have a separate category for it. It was just movies.
Oh, yeah.
The Last Rainforest, right?
Obviously.
So these are the awards it won, and they got nominated for Best Animated Feature in FIA Films. It won Best Feature Film in the Environmental Media Awards.
The Last Rainforest.
It won. It won a special jury prize in Fanta Festival, and it won the Genesis Award for Best Animated Feature Film. Genesis Awards.
Wow. Quite the accolades for Ferngully.
Nothing I've ever heard of. So yeah. So which was your favorite movie of those Oscar ones? You think Shape of
Ferngully.
Water was worth it? Was it worth the win?
I mean, it was weird. She bangs that fish.
Oh,
so
spoiler
it's-
alert!
Spoiler
I haven't
alert.
seen
It's
it yet.
pretty
I didn't
weird.
see-
Stop.
No, yeah.
I didn't
spoiler.
see-
I said spoiler alert.
But you said it. You didn't even give us
I
enough
don't care.
time.
I don't care. I said it.
I could.
Okay.
I said it. It's not a huge spoiler, guys.
I didn't know that.
I feel like you just ruined it for me.
Yeah, I feel like you ruined it
I feel
for
like
me too.
you took away some of the magic.
It's still worth watching.
I don't know if I want to see that.
For the fish
That's
banging?
like bestiality.
Sorta.
Shouldn't that?
It's human-like.
How did bestiality get like nominated for an Oscar.
How did bestiality become mainstream?
I thought bestiality is just like mammals.
I'd say it was Game of Thrones really paved the way.
No, I'm pretty sure if you fuck a fish, that's bestiality.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because you can eat fish on like Fridays, right? So, like, it's not like considered.
God says it's okay to fuck
so,
fish.
right? Because you can't eat them because they're not real animals, right? Or, isn't that what God says? Or what's that about? I went to Catholic school for 9 years. I don't remember all that.
Yeah, you get. That's weird.
So, okay, I thought bestiality just was limited to like beasts,
Beasts of burden.
like actual mammals.
No, yeah, beasts.
But apparently, you can't stick your dick in a fish now.
Right.
What about a shark?
Well, shark's not a mammal.
a
A
fish.
dolphin isn't a dolphin a mammal?
Yeah, dolphin and a whale.
Okay, so you
So you can't fuck dolphins or whales?
Nope.
Because that's bestiality.
Exactly.
Bestiality. They're too smart for that shit.
What about snakes? They're not mammals either. Can I fuck a snake?
How do you fuck a snake?
Up the butthole.
I don't think, no, don't.
Wherever the eggs come out, they lay eggs. So wherever those eggs come out, you fuck them in that.
I thought they spit them out.
No, don't spit 'em out.
Oh shit.
You fuck them in the egg hole.
I don't know if
This is a very
bestiality.
sophisticated podcast you guys are running here.
I don't know if bestiality extends to
This is
reptile.
some real highbrow stuff, guys.
Welcome.
Oh man.
And we're still going strong.
I mean,
man.
we have
Episode 209, the bestiality episode.
Actually,
Here we go. Next week we're watching
this is
Mr. Hands.
what's funny is that this is
we
probably
talked about Mr. Hands a few episodes ago.
this is like the 4th episode where we talk about bestiality.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm surprised it's that few, honestly.
Oh man.
I have a coworker and she started listening to our podcast. Well, she started working there like last year, so she started listening to it, and apparently like she just like I guess she just started like sporadically listening to an episode here and there, and it just so happened that like out of all the ones she decided to listen to, every single one had bestiality in it.
What the fuck?
Hit the jackpot.
Wait till she listens to this one.
Oh, ouch. I'm gonna tell her to skip this week.
She's gonna be intrigued.
If she'd be like, "Hey, I haven't heard your podcast in a while," I'm gonna just see. Like, you know what? Skip this one. Go
I'm gonna name this. I'm gonna name it the bestiality episode, like you said.
God.
It's
Don't tag me in this.
Yeah, don't tag me either.
Oh man.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? So yeah, speaking of coworkers, a coworker today was telling me how she loves podcasts and she's like obsessed with podcasts. And she's like, I was like this close to mentioning it to her, but I'm like, I don't know her that well. I don't know if I want her to listen to
No,
this.
yeah,
Why not?
I wouldn't let some like tier 2 like know about something like creative that I did just because like then they're gonna listen to you talk about bestiality all day. and it's like-
Exactly. And she'd be like, what the fuck? This guy's a creep. Yeah.
I'm sure
but
she already
like she might
thinks
not
that.
say it to your
No,
face.
she
she'll
doesn't
just
think
it
that
the
because she
whole
doesn't know
time.
me well enough. That's why.
So you want to keep that magic alive. You don't want to ruin
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. I need her to not think I'm a creep. I think that's better for the workplace environment. Anyway, back to bestiality.
You work in an office? I
Not
can't
just
see that.
an office,
Yeah.
the office.
Oh, I work in an office, kind of. Wow, this is great, guys.
Anyway, all right, let's move on. How much time we got? Oh, all right, we're good. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get to our crazy news story, shall we? Everybody loves this.
Oh, you
This
guys have
segment-
segments?
Yeah, man,
Oh.
you
Yeah.
just noticed.
It helps. It helps in running a successful podcast to have
Yeah.
segments.
Yeah, because you run out of things to talk about. You're like, all right, well, let's just go to
Really?
the
I
next segment.
love dead air. We should just sit here and breathe.
Oh, we do that too. We mouth breathe.
Mouth breathers,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh shit! I turned off my
No,
turned
yeah,
off my
it didn't work.
soundboard. Sorry.
You guys are dicks and your podcast sucks.
That was one of our great voicemails that we got from one of a huge fan of the.
Nice. Wow. You guys, yeah, your fans seem dedicated.
They are
I gotta say.
very.
This is a long news theme. It's 27 seconds. Wow.
Yeah.
We play every second of it.
And he doesn't start talking until that's done.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Sorry. It's my first day.
Anyway, so today's crazy news story is a drunk man hit with a $1,635 Uber bill after a 300-mile trip from West Virginia to New Jersey. So
He was drunk the whole time?
So a drunk Uber user was hit with a $1,635 bill after falling asleep and embarking on a 300-mile journey across 3 states. Kenny Bachman made the trip after a night out with friends in Morgantown, West Virginia. He decided to get the Uber to take him back where he was staying near West Virginia University campus. And once inside the vehicle, he quickly passed out. But he woke up 2 hours later to find the driver was instead taking him to his home in Gloucester County, New Jersey, more than 300 miles away. Mr. Bachman could not remember ordering the Uber and could not work out why a random man was driving him. To make matters worse, he had ordered an Uber XL,
Nice.
which can hold up to 6 passengers but cost more than a usual ride. Afterwards, I had it fully sink in, Mr. Bachman told NJ Advanced Media. Once the ride ended and I saw how much it was, then I was like, all right, this is insane. That's just crazy. The fare worked out at $1,635.93, a $3.94 base fare, a $2.35 booking fee, $696.95 for distance, and $115.90 for time. The surge pricing then doubled everything but the booking fee, according to NJ.com.
The surge price.
Obviously, I sent the Uber, I don't know where to. I know I wouldn't send it to my house. I knew where I was, Mr. Bachman said. He accused the Uber driver of using his phone and said he even had to get money to repay the driver for tolls they had gone through along the way. Mr. Bachman said he challenged Uber over the fare, saying he had never entered his home addresses in the destination but was unsuccessful. However, he apparently still gave the driver 5 stars.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
So wait, so 300 miles, right?
Yeah.
And it took 2 hours?
I guess.
So he was driving.
No, he woke up and he was 2 hours out.
So he woke up and he's like, oh, well, I'm already halfway there.
Well, no, because 300 miles would be like,
Yeah, how long would that be?
well, it's like 300 miles from here to St. Louis. It'd be like 4 hours.
So
It's
he
5 hours and 3 minutes. It shows you in the little map.
Okay, 5 hours and 3 minutes. Okay, yeah, he could be.
Yeah, he
drunk
was
for that
2
whole
hours.
time.
Yeah, he was 2 hours out when he woke up. Do you think you think the driver fucked him? I don't think he would have.
No,
Just because,
I think he was really drunk and he just put in his home address.
I think so too. 'Cause
I feel like the driver might have something to do with it though, because I mean, you're gonna embark on a 4-hour journey. Like, I mean, is the payoff that great? I guess
maybe he
so.
just assumed like, all right, well, that's not a bad drive for me. Like I make a fucking almost $2,000 in one
Trip.
in one trip.
Yeah, 5 hours. But
Then the drive back.
I heard that some company's paying for that. Somebody's paying for his Uber fare.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As a way of like to thank him for not drinking and driving.
Like a beer company?
Hey, there you go.
I don't think it was a beer company, but I did read that day that some company ended up paying his fare, which is a good thing, I guess.
Good
But,
for him.
Hey, everybody's happy.
Yeah. Wow, what a nice news story.
And he got 5 stars.
5 stars. I give that news story 5 stars.
Yeah, you should. That's fantastic.
I give the story 5 stars. I give the person
Hell
that read
no,
it
motherfuckers!
stars.
Wake the fuck up.
Fuck you. All right, let's do our grapes. Tony,
I don't have a grape.
motherfucker, you said you had a grape. You said
thought-
you had 2 grapes.
I thought I had it, but I guess I don't.
What the fuck? How do you come? And I have a grape.
You had one thing to do, Tony.
He had 2 things to do: get here on time, and then you have a grape.
I got here.
And he didn't do either.
You didn't
I
do
got
either
here.
of them. Wow.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
All right, what's
My
your
gripe is Tony never having a grape. Always coming here unprepared. The one thing he needs to do is have a grape, and he doesn't even have that.
You must be pretty happy all the time to not have a grape.
I guess life is
Nothing
good.
bothers you?
No.
Man, that's fucked up.
Nothing grinds my gears.
Let me get what you're having, dog. Shit.
I have another gripe. I have a couple gripes actually.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
All right.
Wake the fuck up.
And this gripe actually has to do with something very close to my heart. Something I love dearly.
Oh God.
A cheat and a key. A cheat and a key. Who is he? A cheat and a key. A cheat and a key. A cheat and a
You played that for way too long.
I mean, not long enough.
What is this?
This is like the most hated segment but Junkyard refuses to let go of it because it's his only segment. Like, this is the only minute he gets to himself. So he sacrifices quality airtime for it. Even though we've had many petitions from fans,
And this is
his MMA segment.
Not
boy.
an MMA segment.
This is not an MMA because it's not an MMA podcast. So he wants to let you know that this is not an MMA minute.
So anyway, my gripe is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor keeps tweeting, fucking talking shit to Tony Ferguson and Max Holloway. Like, if you don't know who they are, Tony Ferguson is the lightweight champion of the UFC, and Max Holloway is the featherweight champion of the UFC, who both titles which Conor McGregor used to hold. Technically, he still holds the lightweight championship. Anyway, he keeps talking shit to them, yet he doesn't have a fight booked. He hasn't fought MMA in a long ass time. Like, why does he keep talking shit? Like, shut the fuck up. Like if you're not gonna fight, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
And he's eating Burger King and shit. Like, that shit's good.
Right.
Who cares, dude? Burger King's been down since 2004.
I love
Everybody
Burger King.
knows it.
Anyway,
BK Lounge.
yeah, that's right. The BK Lounge.
I remember you got a Burger King gift card for your birthday once.
Oh my god.
Did I?
Yeah.
From who?
Ever
think it was
since
your
they
sister.
changed their fries, man.
Yeah, I do remember because your sister bought you a Burger King gift card. I mean, she bought you other stuff, but that was one of them. Because I remember we went to town. We ate like kings, pun intended, that day.
Oh my god.
That was around the time they had that promotion where, like, if you buy like an extra value meal, you can get an Xbox game for like $5.
Oh,
$2.
you're right.
Yeah.
And I did get a game. What game did I get?
It was one where you were like the sneak king.
Oh, that's right. It was.
yeah,
it
I
was the
remember
Burger
that,
King.
yeah.
You like the
game.
Burger King, and your job was to, like, sneak around, and then you have to sneak up on people, and then give them like a cheezeburger. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's right.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about
and then
that.
they had like another one, which was like a totally bootleg Mario Party one or something, like a little go kart one, or. Oh,
You're right.
man.
It was all Burger King related
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
You're right. Holy fuck.
And then you got like 30 chicken tenders for $1.50, right?
I don't think they had those
Burger
back
King.
then.
That's actually recent. That's it's
recent.
like 20 nuggets for $1.50.
that was back
It's
in the day.
suspiciously like cost effective.
Beaks and assholes, dude, and paper mache. That's all that is.
That's right.
Paper mache. Probably is. Hey, but it's $1.50, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's so much bang for your buck. How could you not?
I mean, how could you? You just on principle.
Burger King, you're full, right?
That should be their slogan. BK, you had enough, right?
You're good, right?
You're Burger King. You're no longer hungry, are you?
So anyway, what do you call it? Conor McGregor, fucking defend or vacate, motherfucker. In the words
And
of
you
Tony
heard it here,
Ferguson.
Conor McGregor. Daniel Medina wants to fight you.
No, I already
in
said-
the octagon. He says you're going down.
You know what? I will fight him and get my ass beat because you know how much money I will make off that fight. Just because he's such a big draw.
No,
I
it's
can make.
gonna be like Rocky V. He's gonna fight you in the street in front of a van.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like under a bridge.
I'm not gonna fight him if there's no money involved. Fuck that.
Did he tell you about his jiu-jitsu experience? No. So Junker was all gung-ho about jiu-jitsu. That was his new dream. Because Junker goes through a cycle of dreams.
Right.
His original dream was, I want to be a DJ. His ex-girlfriend
I remember that
said,
dream.
no, I don't want you to be a DJ. And he's like, okay, so he quit that dream. Then his next dream was like, I'm going to have a successful podcast. And that's when you guys started doing it. Obviously, we all know what happened there.
Right.
Then
Unfortunate.
his next dream was like, oh, I'm gonna do jiu-jitsu. Well, I think that lasted 2 months.
No, I lasted more than that. I was over there for over a year.
And one of his friends that he got into ended up breaking his ankle.
He didn't
on
break my ankle.
on his first day.
It wasn't his first day. That's completely exaggerated.
So not only did this guy like break his ankle on his first day, but Junkyard has yet to return.
Okay, first of all,
It's like he came into his dojo, broke his ankle, established himself as the alpha.
Oh, right.
And then Junkyard just never came back.
Yeah. No.
He
yeah.
never returned. He's like he limped away.
How,
He's
how do you head back to the pack?
Exactly.
After that?
It's like so Junker gets his ankle broken, and as he's limping away, he just looks back and is like, "This is your dojo now."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he just left and never came back.
The slow turnaround.
Yep.
The look back,
He's like a little tear in his eye, and he's like, "This is yours now. This no longer belongs to
He
me."
passed it on. He
Yeah.
passed the torch.
Yeah. And he hung up his gi. It's behind all that.
His gi?
All that laundry over there is behind there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Multiple gis, by the way. He bought multiple gis.
Yeah.
And
What's
he's
a gi?
Yeah. What is a gi?
it's
It's
what
a
you wear.
karate suit.
It's like,
a karate suit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So if you're like a novice in karate and you have a karate suit and you don't have any belts, is it just like all open, like
well,
completely?
you have a belt. You have a white belt.
No, you can't have a belt.
Yeah, you
like,
white belt.
right? You gotta
Yeah, you
earn
get a
it.
white
don't
belt.
you?
No,
you
you
gotta
get a
earn it?
No, white belt is like beginner.
So,
like
so
fresh-
I'm a white belt.
Yeah,
yeah,
That's bullshit.
yeah, exactly. Everyone's a white belt.
yeah.
What kind of cookie cutter ass, candy ass type of shit
I know.
is this?
Fucking like snowflake liberals.
You should have to earn your karate
Yeah.
suit first of all.
So
you need to fight in the bear before you even get it.
Like
and,
naked?
and then you gotta earn your underwear.
Right.
You gotta earn your karate suit and
Right.
earn your belt.
And you got to earn your white belt.
Yeah.
Then you can start training for real. But before that, you gotta, you know.
Well,
show your
Junkyard was a
work.
no belt. Or what belt were you? What belt did you get?
No, I almost got to a blue belt.
So he was
I
a blue
close to
belt, and he
no,
got-
I wasn't a blue belt. I was close.
He was
like,
close to a blue belt,
so, yeah.
but he got his ankle broken by a no belt.
Okay, first of all,
A zero belt.
zero
He was
belt?
in his jeans and his Timbs.
okay, first of all, he
He was
didn't
wearing
break my
jeans.
ankle,
He was wearing jeans and Timbs and a Supreme shirt.
and my ankle got sprained, not broken, and it wasn't because of what he did. It was because of what I did.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, he didn't hurt me. I hurt myself.
Uh-huh. Is that the story?
No,
Is
that's
that-
exactly what happened.
Is that the official press release?
So what happened is I mounted him
Mounted.
because this
That's
is
exactly what it
jujitsu.
sounds like.
Right.
I mounted him, and when you mount someone, you put your hooks in.
And you're supposed
I know about that.
And
you put your hooks
With
in.
Yeah.
your legs, or your legs going underneath his.
Oh,
but
of
like,
course
yeah, they
But the
like
thing is-
that.
So you scissored him.
no, motherfucker. So I put my hooks in, but I didn't put him in right. I put him in like. I put him in kind of awkward. So when he tried, so what happened was
What happened was
he tried to like turn and like basically reverse position, and I guess I wasn't putting enough pressure, and I put my hooks in wrong, and when he went to turn, he actually turned. My fucking ankle got caught under his body as he was turning, and he turned to switch position, and my ankle was obviously under him, and it got sprained because it stayed in the spot and my leg moved. And
sounds
sprained
like
my
a
ankle.
convoluted, exaggerated story. if you
That's
ask
exactly
me.
what happened.
Sure.
And I sprained my ankle. And not only that, but I actually did return. He's the one that stopped going after a while.
No.
So
I think
yeah.
what
That's
really
not how I
happened.
remember it. It's
No,
Tony
I
remembers
think
it.
I think he just showed up one day, and he challenged you for the position of alpha male of the dojo.
And even if
And obviously you can't you either accept, because if you decline, they automatically
this is like
forfeit.
this isn't Black Panther.
So
I wasn't fighting.
so obviously he was stripped of his belts.
I was
stripped of
stripped of
his
being a
honor.
Black
He was
Panther.
stripped of being and he had to fight him. At his everybody
Right.
had to be an even playing field. So
Did I have to drink that Black Panther juice?
yes, you did,
Let's get taken
and
away.
you lost,
The anti-Black Panther juice. If you win, you get to drink the Black
Oh,
Panther.
I got you.
which
yeah,
you
right.
didn't get, but he got it. But see, the thing is, a Black Panther eventually returned.
So was he
You-
was he
you-
the warmonger?
Exactly, and he's still there.
No, he's not. He doesn't gone in forever.
Did you break his ankle? No.
Did you bury him in the sea with his brothers?
No.
Spoiler alert.
What do you mean?
Anyway, back to my gripe. That was my gripe. Conor McGregor, put up or shut up. So yeah.
Do I get a gripe?
Yep.
Yep. You also you too can have a gripe of your own.
Is it my turn? Do I just go?
No, you gotta wait for this.
Okay.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Illinois toll systems. Big gripe. Big gripe this week. Past couple of weeks. I don't have an iPass. I don't typically go on the highways all that often, but for work, I've been having to go further and further to Algonquin and St. Charles, Illinois, places that require a lot of tolls. And I don't have a lot of change in my car. Who carries
don't you have an
cash these
iPass?
days? Why don't I have an iPass? I don't know.
I
don't know.
He doesn't go through enough tolls to merit a pass.
Right? Why would I buy one when
Yeah.
I don't ever go on 29?
In case of the time you do have to go.
Well, so my gripe is they shouldn't make it so hard to pay the toll. So it's like, oh, you missed a toll, pay toll online.
Oh yes.
It is the most convoluted
Yes.
process.
Yes.
And you have to know where you pass.
In my mind, because that happened to me once. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh fuck, I missed a toll. All right, here's what I'll do. Obviously, they have my information because they take a picture of that
No.
shit. So all I have to do is go on their website. I put in my license plate number, and they tell you, oh, you missed this toll. Click here to pay. Pay. That is not how
That's
it
not
works.
how it works.
That is how it would work in a perfect world.
You literally have to put in the date and the time.
Yep.
The time that you yourself went through it. They took a picture of you,
Yep.
your license number, your everything, your the exact plaza, the exact tollway.
Yeah, you have to tell it which tollway number.
Right.
So you got to go on Google Maps.
Oh yeah,
You got
And
to search for
and then
it.
I'm out last week. I went to St. Charles, Illinois. I've never been there before, so I'm like looking at Google Maps half the time, missing these tolls, and I'm like, okay, I'll figure this out later. Do you know how hard it is to figure out those fucking tolls? It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Not only that, but once you pay it, there's no confirmation of you're paying the right
No,
one.
no.
They just
just take your money.
They just take your money, and you have to hope that you paid the right toll.
Right.
Because if
otherwise
you
you'll get a citation. It's
Yeah.
like, well, you should have paid the right toll.
Yeah.
Man. Oh man,
that is a legitimate gripe.
that is my big gripe, and I have to deal with it tomorrow again. I might get an iPass.
You should just get it. It's only like I think it's like $50, but you get that money in tolls.
Yeah, thanks. That's a great idea. You're right. I should get an iPass.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Right.
It's just go to Jewel. They have them there.
I remember they used to sell them at Dominic's. You guys remember Dominic's?
Yes, I do.
I miss Dominic's.
Why? Dominic's was horrible.
I don't know. It's nostalgic. They used to have a video store in there.
Oh yeah, you're right. But it was like really like small. It was like three
Oh, yeah,
aisles
it
or
was
some
tiny.
shit.
It's tiny as hell. Yeah,
Anyway,
that's all I got.
good grape.
That's a good gripe.
Thanks.
Oh goddamn, I keep doing this. Son of a bitch.
Just edit it out.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
I had another grape, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, sweet. But you had to play the.
No, that's at the end of every grape.
Oh,
it's at the beginning
and the end of
then
every gripe?
No. So it's the beginning of his gripe, and it would be the beginning of your gripe, and then the beginning of my gripe, and then the end of my gripe, or whoever's last.
Yeah, like the end of the segment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but I had another grape, but I can't remember what it is. So we
Moving
will.
on.
Cool story, bro. What's the next segment?
Oh, it's a great segment. Ah, son of a bitch! I keep doing this. God damn it! Why don't you guys remind me that I turned down the volume?
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
No, those are all from movies.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't know,
I mean,
Yeah.
I would have. You should know,
Talkies?
considering you guys had.
Talkies, right?
no, they're Flickr shows.
All right, I have a gripe.
Shows, right.
All right, here's my gripe.
Oh my god, you have a
Back
grape
to
now?
grapes?
Jesus Christ!
All right, so my gripe is people that have little regard for their health. It's like
Why do you care?
because
It's not your health; it's their health.
Because I'm a caring soul, and I want people to live a long, prosperous, fruitful life.
Okay.
So I'm in the bathroom, in the stall, doing my business.
What kind of business is that?
Number 2,
Okay.
obviously, it's my afternoon deuce, usually around 2 p.m. And, I'm sitting there on the gram, like what I usually do on the, what you do on the John. And obviously, it's a public men's room, multiple stalls. So it's no stranger to noises, bodily fluids and all that stuff hearing in the background. But there was someone sitting, not in the next stall, but in the stall, like, there was a stall between us. So it was in the first. There's only 3. So I was in the last, he was in the first. And
Were you in the handicap stall?
there is no handicap stall. I'm on the second floor. There's a handicap stall on the first floor.
Why isn't there one on the second floor? Don't you guys have elevators?
Because we are not
handicap accessible.
handicap.
Obviously.
No, actually, they're not called handicapable. They're not called handicap. It's handicapable. We are not handicapable accessible. Anyway, so I'm in the third stall. He's in the first, and obviously this is a larger person, but like it sounds like he's having trouble breathing. Like you ever like it sounds like he just ran up like 2 flights of stairs and all he's doing is sitting there. But it gets
Maybe you just had maybe you could get a shit out.
no. This is not no. This
Was it
this,
just his resting,
this,
breathing?
This is the guy that'll like sit in the lunchroom and drink like a 2-liter of like soda.
You know him?
I know of him. Like I know him, but I don't know him personally.
Will your coworker that listens to this podcast know who it is?
I think they would. I mean, I'm not in the business of selling out anyone, so I'm not gonna say who it is. And there's a lot of large people there, so I'm.
Is this Mamba?
No, this is not Mamba.
Is he bigger than Mamba?
I would say he is a little bit wider,
Okay.
but he's also shorter. Because
Okay.
Mamba's pretty tall.
Mamba is tall.
So Mamba's got like that height, but he doesn't have that height. Anyway, but see, Mamba's mouth breathing, like you can get past it.
Because he goes like this.
Yeah, but this guy's like labor. Like I could hear it over his, over the sounds of, yeah. If I could hear that over the sounds that you're making, taking a dump, it's like I don't understand. Like those sounds should be the loudest sounds in that bathroom. No sound should be louder than, or every sound in there should be louder than your mouth breathing. And it just like bothered me. It's like, dude, fuck. Like, that shit's, it's almost echoing because we're the only ones in there. It's like, how do you wake up in the morning and be like, maybe I should just not drink this 2 liter of soda today?
You pour yourself a nice cup of bacon grease, and you call it a day.
It's like I walk by the lunchroom and I just see him sitting there with like a 2 liter of soda. Just I'm like,
He literally drinks a 2 liter
he
every day.
literally will drink.
Is it diet soda?
No, it is not fucking diet. It is either straight Dr. Pepper or whatever. But it's just,
What does he eat?
he'll usually have like Hot Pockets or pizza rolls or something that's microwavable. Nothing.
Are you sure this is a Mamba?
Nothing.
pizza
Nothing.
for supper
Nothing
time?
green, by the way. No, Mamba won't drink Dr. Pepper. It'll be.
That's true.
It would
It'll just be Coke.
It would just be Coke. Yeah.
Because he's basic as fuck.
He is. But I don't know. Like I feel like I want to tell him like, look, man, you gotta just. Can I have a salad for once, man? Just once. Have something green. But I don't know. That's
You
my
should
gripe.
be a life coach.
I would be a great life coach. I am a great motivational presence. I don't even need
No,
to
you're not.
speak to motivate people. Just like me being there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you motivated by him?
Of course he is.
Completely.
This is the best he's ever podcasted. And he's had a podcast before.
Oh, man. Leagues ahead of his time.
Anyway.
So anyway, that's my gripe. If your mouth breathing is loud, you should really
Stay away from me.
yeah. One, that's the first thing. One, stay away from me. 2, maybe you should take a look at your life decisions.
Yeah, it's good.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Good job, Tony.
Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding. Bad job.
It was okay.
It's too late. You can't take that back.
Let's get
Let
to,
it out.
let's get to our question. All right. Dear New Kids in the Pod, I have been married for 7 months, and my husband, oh my God, husband wants a second wife. Something I do not agree with. He says he likes helping people and has decided he wants a former lover to be part of our marriage. Unfortunately, she is more than willing to sleep with him. Now he's talking about helping her move, even though he knows I'm against him having anything to do with her. She says she's going to tell her daughter he is her boyfriend and not let her know he is married. She wants to be my friend, but I want nothing to do with her. I sold my house, so I have nowhere to go. He refuses to go to marriage counseling because he says I am the problem. I am just about ready to cut my losses and move on. What do you think? Ready to move on?
So are they like Mormons?
No, doesn't seem like it.
Oh, yeah. Can you scroll back up? What was the first part of that?
She's been
7 months.
She's been married for 7 months.
And his husband already, or her
Cut
husband
your losses.
already wants a second wife?
Cut your losses.
Oh, yeah.
It's not 7 years. It's 7 fucking months.
I love how she says something I do not agree with. I guess there are more open-minded people.
He
but
he says he likes helping people and decided he wants a former lover to be part of our. I don't. How is that helping anyone? That's
helping him.
Exactly. He's helping himself.
What, she wants help? Break up with him, girl.
Cut your losses.
Cut your losses. You can find somebody better.
Cut your fucking losses.
Get the divorce papers ready?
It's 7 months. I'm pretty sure you can probably get it annulled.
No, you can't get annulled, can you?
Yeah, because of what he wants. Because he wants to exercise polygamy, which is illegal, which is grounds for annulment. Not only will it be grounds for annulment in the eyes of the law, but in the eyes of God as well.
Wow, is all that true?
I totally made all that up.
Oh.
So this is not
You could've
legal.
fooled me.
This is not legal advice.
You are not a lawyer.
I am not a lawyer. This is not.
Nor
legal
do you
advice.
play one on TV.
No, not even close. But I'm pretty sure I'm right on that part. Though.
Unfortunately, she is more than willing to sleep with him. This guy's got some game.
Yeah.
I guess so.
National Women's Day.
But can you the gall. That guy's got like
Oh, yeah. The
7
balls.
months. 7 months being married. Hey, I think I need another wife. It's been 7 months.
Maybe he thought that they had just such an honest thing going. He's like, hey, listen.
Maybe he thought it was a good idea to bring another chicken. I mean, we all want to have a three-way, but
I mean, who doesn't want
You
that?
know?
But you should probably discuss that before you get married.
I mean,
Instead of bringing it in 7 months later.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not cool with that?
Oh, what? What do you mean you don't want a second wife? Oh, what
What do
the
you mean
fuck?
Vanessa can't come over and watch the kids?
What? Marriage counseling? Fuck that.
you're the fucking problem.
You're the problem.
You need counseling.
You're being closed-minded. That's the issue.
Listen, calm down. Calm down. She's coming over right now.
I'm gonna help her move
We're helping her.
She's moving here.
because I like helping people, so I'm gonna help her move here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a great fucking life to me.
Cut your fucking losses.
Except I wouldn't want her to be another wife. I would just want her to be like a side piece
Like a
that
side
lives with
piece.
me. Yeah.
Right, but then at what point? I mean, you're asking your wife if you can have a side piece.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Want me to ask
This
her right now?
happens. This is exactly what happens.
But then your wife is gonna want a side piece. You okay with that?
Shit, no, fuck though. It's called double. It's called double standard. I can have a side piece.
But she can't.
She can't have a side piece.
Okay, gotcha.
I can fuck other baby girls. She cannot fuck any other dudes at all. At
Fair,
all. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Sounds fair to me.
but stern. But fair. Stern.
But stir. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
So girl, give it
Wow.
up. Leave
Yeah.
him.
Cut your losses.
And I also, it's pretty questionable that, she was going through a lot of rough decisions. And I'm pretty, I'm happy that she came to us for answers,
Yeah, I mean, we keep it real.
Yeah.
keeping it real.
That's why people come to us with questions
Yeah,
like this.
because we don't give them
we don't give
the advice they need. We give them the advice they deserve.
exactly.
Right.
Right. Yep. This is the podcast where people come to find real answers, not them fake fucking bullshit you find on other podcasts.
We keep it real. We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Yep. Nope. We're gonna tell you how it is. This is real life. This is dirty.
Not the answers you deserve, but the ones you need right now.
Life's a dirty game. You got to play dirty to win it.
It's a dog eat dog world. Oh, I wish I had my soundboard so I could do my
Which one?
faith and believe. And what was the other one on? Whatever.
So you
Next
gonna
week.
stop.
Next week.
Anyway, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com. Leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP.
I have another gripe.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Motherfucker couldn't come up with one. Now you have another one?
I'll save it for next week.
All right. Write it down. Write it down right now. I want to see you
No,
write
I'll
it down.
remember it.
Yeah, right. Next week you're gonna be like, I have a grape. We want to thank
Thank you to our special guest.
your special
For this
wonderful
awesome
guest.
crossover episode.
You're welcome.
NKOTP / We're Not Worthy Reviews.
That's right. The podcast that didn't get canceled.
That's not what I heard.
If any
Best
podcast
ever.
should get canceled, it should be this one.
We're already like how many episodes? 120 in.
123.
Damn,
This is 124.
Wow.
Yep.
You guys are really treading along there. Huh?
We've been doing it since November of
Yeah.
2014.
That's like a lot more than 9.
Holy fuck, dude! It's gonna be 4 years this year.
That's a lot more than 9 episodes. Right?
Jesus Christ!
4 years. Wow.
Holy fuck! I didn't realize that. November of 2014.
So
It's been more than 3
we're already
years.
on season 4.
I still lived with my mom then. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do. That is crazy.
Me too. So does Mamba.
Maybe that's why it doesn't seem like that long. Like nothing much is hitting. You know?
I mean, not as much as that, but we haven't like done anything with our lives. Well,
Obviously, if we're still doing this, nothing is going on with our lives. Yes.
Yeah, but now it's like notated. Everybody knows that you guys aren't doing anything.
Yeah,
with your
yeah.
life, and they can tune in.
No, fake it till you make it.
Right.
We're doing great things in life.
this is gonna be historical evidence.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's my other gripe. I did have another gripe. Oh, hold on. This is a good one. Speaking of faking it till you make it. This is my other gripe. Sorry.
No, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
And I want to save it for next week because I want to do it now because this is recent news.
Okay.
So earlier in the news this week, another teacher got caught having sex with an underage boy, female teacher.
Oh yes, I did in Texas.
Yeah, I think it is in Texas. My gripe is, I saw a picture of this teacher. This teacher is sexy as fuck.
Yeah, she's pretty
This is
hot.
like the third or fourth sexy ass teacher trying to have sex with an underage boy. The boy that she was trying to have sex with was eighth grade. So he was probably what, like 13, 14?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? Why do you want to have sex with a little ass kid? That motherfucker didn't even appreciate you. He probably has no dick game whatsoever because he's a virgin. Like, a sexy girl like that needs to be, fucking a real man.
Nah, dude. What if
Like
she's
a
like
big
into?
dog.
What if she's like into Beyblades and like she's in it for the relationship?
You know,
If she wants a shitty lay, she can fuck guys like Mamba.
You know who the real victim is though?
What?
The husband.
Oh yeah, because she was married.
Can you imagine how salty that motherfucker must feel?
She's leaving because they were getting she started talking to that dude after they filed for divorce.
But can you imagine how even then, even if let's say if I was married, we're going through issues and we're going through divorce, and then I find out she's fucking like a 13-year-old, I'm gonna feel like shit.
Right.
That's a big hit to my ego. It's like, oh,
Was it good? It was good.
Better than you.
It wasn't Jimmy though.
fuck.
It wasn't Billy.
I couldn't compete with his skinny jeans and his Beyblades. Like that's gotta be rough, man. I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, my gripe is hot ass girls trying to fuck little ass kids, man.
So your gripe is pedos.
Yeah, pedophiles. I'd say that's a gripe for a lot of people. I would say.
I'm pretty sure it's a legitimate gripe. Your gripe.
No, yeah, that's
Junkyard, your gripe is pedophiles. That's what you're saying.
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
But
Wait.
Wait. So it almost sounds like your gripe isn't necessarily
pedophiles.
Like pedophiles are like kind of okay, is what it sounds like.
No.
You're getting at.
No pedophilia is okay, but the one that really grinds my gears is when it's
So
very
so not all pedophilia upsets you the same way.
so.
Clearly,
That's what you're saying.
No, hold on.
This type of pedophilia really grinds your gear, but the other type of pedophilia doesn't really make you as mad.
It makes me very upset. There's different levels of upset.
priests and stuff.
Oh.
That's like whatever pedophilia.
But this pedophilia.
No. How about this? Let me rephrase this.
You made it pretty clear, Junkyard.
All pedophilia is very, very bad and shouldn't be done. But this kind of pedophilia is more of a, not only is it bad and shouldn't be done, but it's also an annoyance. How's that?
So the other pedophilia doesn't annoy you. Only this pedophilia annoys you.
I mean, the other no.
You're like,
the,
look,
the other one.
priest pedophilia. That's not that annoying.
No. There's different. No, see, that one disgusts me. This one annoys me.
So this pedophilia doesn't disgust you.
It disgusts me and annoys me. How about that? The other ones only disgust me. This one disgusts me and
By the way,
annoys me.
Junkyard is a master at digging his fingers. If there's one thing he's good at, is digging himself into such a good.
It's because you're an instigator.
And then he blames me. He likes pedos, and then he blames me for him liking pedos.
I don't like pedos.
No, yeah, it's just the annoying ones where they come knocking on his door.
Yeah.
No, I hate all pedos. But I hate ones especially that are very attractive.
Oh.
How about that? How about in you know how there was the Dante's Book of Infernos? There were like different levels of hell. Well, it's just like this. They all belong in hell. They're just different levels. See, that's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Junkyard.
So you just wish you were a 13-year-old, is what you were saying.
13-year-old boy
in that situation. That's what you're getting at. That's what you've been trying to claw out of this whole thing.
What? That I wish I was that 13-year-old boy trying to fuck that hot ass girl. No,
Yeah.
because at 13 I didn't have any experience. I didn't even know what to do with my dick. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
so why is it so annoying then to you?
it annoys me that she wants to fuck a 13-year-old boy and not a real man that's willing to appreciate that ass.
So it doesn't annoy you that a grown man wants to fuck a 12-year-old boy. That's not annoying.
Or a 12-year-old girl.
That's gross. That's worse.
So then
That's worse. It's just not as annoying.
So then an old
Is it worse?
How about this?
Is it worse though?
It is. It's worse. But this is the thing.
So then
the reason it annoys me is because as a man, I feel like she's taking away what us men we need hot baby girls to be willing to fuck us. It's hard enough to get a girl to fuck you, and now the available ones that are available to fuck are fucking little boys. What the fuck?
So it doesn't upset you that a grown man is fucking 12-year-old.
It does upset me
because you don't like 12-year-olds.
No, it does
because that type of pedos are not taking anything away from you. So that's why you're not annoyed.
He's created his own subcategory of pedos that are okay and not okay.
Yeah, like I'm not okay with hot women fucking little boys because that takes away from me. That's annoying. But if a grown man wants to go after a little boy, that's not taking anything away from me. So I'm not annoyed.
No, that's not necessarily the case. See, you're instigating. This is how.
Please explain to us in further detail.
Yes, please explain the difference between
So-
these levels of pedos.
So a grown man fucking a boy is completely horrible and wrong and shouldn't be done. Those guys deserve to be shot in the head. Okay? Now the woman, fucking the 13-year-old boy, needs to be fucked by real men. That should be her punishment.
She can't get no satisfaction though from those men.
Exactly.
She's going
That's why it's a punishment.
Yeah, I guess the punishment should fit the crime.
Exactly.
Okay, Junkyard.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
don't know,
very,
man.
very interesting take you have on pedos.
Actually, no. Scratch that. I think all pedos should get fucked by grown men. Doesn't matter what kind they are.
Just straight across the board.
Yep. All of them.
All right. I'll agree
Man,
with that
these
one.
are the hard hitting topics.
Yep. All pedos should get fucked by grown men.
Oh,
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
I'm down with
Junkyard.
that.
Anal. Anal stuff.
I didn't think there was another way a man can get fucked.
No, because if it's a female, she can't. But she's gonna get fucked anal too.
Okay,
Right.
thank you for the specifics.
Yeah. Appreciate
Yep.
that.
Yep.
The imagery is there now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good.
There you go. See, I made it all better.
Yep. Fuck them right in their gooch butthole.
Yep. Be careful not to hit their balls. Anyway, all right. So we will
Oh man.
we will check
This
you
fucking
out.
show.
We will check
I like
you
how we
guys
always
out.
finish on a high note.
Oh man.
We will check you guys out next week. Thank you again for coming in for this wonderful episode.
Oh, you're welcome. Do I get any plugs? You
Yeah,
plug
yeah.
all sorts of shit.
Yeah, you go ahead. Plug away.
All right.
Plug away, man.
Plugs. DZ Records.
Oh,
Follow
yeah.
us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
We can put the link.
And YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. And then also I want to plug
What's DZ Records?
DZ Records is a recording studio for local Chicago bands and traveling bands in here. And we produce high quality videos for them and concerts and music festivals and all sorts of fun stuff. Think
Nice.
Audio Tree, but cooler. And then I would like
No
to
pedos, right? No pedos.
no
allowed?
pedos allowed in there.
Good.
And then
that should be a general rule. No pedos ever.
Oh, one thing to be clear, we don't allow any pedos.
Wait. Hold on, because there's different types of pedos.
No, none
No?
of them.
None?
of the
Okay,
types.
okay.
None
See?
of the types. And I would like to plug Friends with Music podcast. They just reached their 300th episode just the other week.
Damn, shitting on us, Junkyard.
uh,
We're at 122.
Check them out. They
What's it called? Friends.
Friends with Music. My friend Matt does it.
Wait, maybe we should have said this before. We don't plug other podcasts
Yeah,
here,
we're
right?
plugging his podcast.
It's too late now.
Shit.
He's interviewed such people as Terry Genderbender of Les Butcherettes and I don't know, Andrew WK.
Who?
Right.
Okay. Cool. We'd
So-
hate to
so-
have you, did he?
So we'll have all the links.
Shit.
We will have all the links in the descriptions below.
You fucking better. I'm
Right,
watching,
Junkyard?
I'm watching
right,
this
right.
shit.
We're adding that to the.
Well, you need to send me the links. I don't know the links to this shit.
I'll send you some links.
All
All right,
yeah,
send
me
us
the
some links.
What else? Is it?
Yeah,
DZ Fest?
That's all I get. Yeah, DZ Fest, July 7th and 8th.
Ooh, mark your calendars.
40. I can't say it on the air. That's right. We're gonna have 40 bands 2 days. We may have a very special guest of
Like a big band?
a headlining band that you guys know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are we going this year?
they're in contact.
When
with
is it?
us.
July what?
Is it
7th and 8th, I think.
Like for sure.
It's gonna be plain white tees. I know it.
plain white.
gonna be
No,
plain-
you know who it's gonna be?
It's gonna be plain white tees.
It's gonna be Franz Ferdinand.
No, it's gonna be Kevin Rudolph.
7th and
Kevin
8th. Yep.
Rudolph.
It is not. If you were to guess it, I would tell you.
Can I DJ?
No.
Shit. Are you sure?
Maybe.
You already gave up that dream, Junk. You already gotta let it go.
Can I? How about this? Can I provide? If I can DJ and Tony's gonna be my backup dancer.
Okay, that's fine.
And
You
he's,
can do that.
He's gonna dance in the speedo.
You're gonna go on at 1. You're gonna go on at 1 a.m. It's gonna be in a shed behind the DZ. You know,
I'm excited. What is it? July 8th?
you're gonna make your break. Yeah, July 8th,
July 8th,
7th
Junkyard.
and 8th.
Mark your calendar. We're going to DZ Fest.
Mamba too.
Sure, Mama can come along.
All right.
No pedos.
No pedals.
Oh, the Mamba can't go.
No,
Shit.
Mama was pedoed. It's
Oh
different.
shit, you're right. He got diddled. He wasn't the diddler.
Exactly. He was a
That's why.
diddly.
That's why he has the high A score.
Yeah.
Got it.
So he's welcome.
Are diddlees? Are they allowed?
Yeah, diddlies.
Yeah,
are allowed.
diddlies are fine.
All right, cool. So Mamba can go. Sweet. Anyway, Tony, in a world full of pedos,
No, world full of pedos. There are no different types. It's just you're a pedo, you're a pedo, that's it.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. We will hopefully check you out next week with Mamba. Maybe, possibly. We don't know.
Es posibilidad.
Yeah, possible. Anyway, all right, guys. Check you out next week. Thanks to Andrew again. Kissies on your dickies.
Now we said it when it's dangerous at a red light, but the makes you sit around. It's storage, oh you know this, cause they focus to watch them then spin around. Yeah, let the track ride, and we out. Look at DJ, look at me, and break it down, and it go, so sick, girl. Look it up, look it up, look it up. Can't you see? Check it out. Break it down, and it go. Spin around, girl. Right.